I'm going to try to explain the domain and range of this graph without any interaction. But if you still don't understand it after my explanation, because I feel like I'm going to have a difficult time trying to explain it without any interaction, then I can just try to explain it to you tomorrow. All right. The domain, which I'm assuming that you're okay with, goes from -5 up to -1 and then 1 to 5. Your domain is basically the x values that you are using in your ordered pairs. So if I ask you, do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of -5? You're like, yeah, it's like right above me, right above -5. So yes, you do. And do you use the x value of -4? Do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of -4? Yes, it's like right above, right there. So -4 something. And do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of -3? Sure I do, but it's down underneath me now. So yes, I use that. Yes, I use that. X value, yes, I use that. I don't even care what the y value is. I just know I have an ordered pair that uses that x. And do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of -2? Yep, I do. Do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of 1? Yep, it's right above. There it is. And do you have an ordered pair that uses an x value of 0? And the answer is no. If I go like left, right, 0, I don't go up or down anywhere on my graph. There is nothing like graphed in the middle here. This entire chunk in the middle of my graph doesn't use any of these x values. There are no ordered pairs that use any of these x values on my graph. I don't go up or down anything right in this section here. Like left a half, up and down, nothing. Right a half, up and down, nothing. Over at 0, up or down, nothing. There's nothing graphed in the middle. So you skip over that section. And then your ordered pairs pick up with x values here at 1. So I'm over 1, like up 3. I'm over 2, up, I don't know, 2.5. I'm over 3, up 2. I'm over 4, up 4. And then I'm over 5, up 6. So, and then I don't have any more ordered pairs. Once I get past 5, I don't have any more of those x's, and I actually don't have any x's over there. So I probably should be using blue to like scribble that out. There are no ordered pairs that use any of these blue x's. There's no ordered pairs that use any of these blue x's, and there's no ordered pairs in the middle that use any of those blue x's. All of the x values in my ordered pair and all my ordered pairs are like here. So my domain goes from -5 up until, domain is -5 up until -1 unioned with 1 to 5. So -5 to -1 and then 1 to 5. That's your domain. And like I said, you probably have that correct and don't even need to listen to any of this. But I'm going to do the range. And the range is the y values that are used in your ordered pairs. It's all the y values. So if I want to find range, I'm looking at the y's. So the quick way of doing it is to scope out the lowest part of your graph right here, which is at -4 on the y-axis. And then scope out how high your graph is up here, and that's at 6 on the y-axis. So from -4 up until +6 is that stretch. Now you just want to make sure that there are no like gaps in the middle like they were for the x values. So just ask yourself, do I have an ordered pair that uses a y value of -4? Because remember, range goes from low, the lowest point on the graph, to the highest point on the graph. And the highest point of the graph is up at 6. So I want to know if I have all the y values in my range that go from -4 straight up to 6. So do I have an ordered pair that uses a y value of -4 that has a lowness of -4? Yes, I do. It's right here. I already have it marked. Do I have a y value that has do I have an ordered pair that has a y value of -3? Yeah, I do. It's right to the left of me. So -3 is in your range. Do I have an ordered pair that uses a lowness or y value of -2? Yes, I do. It's right over there. So -2 is in your range. Do I have an ordered pair that uses a y value of -1? Yes, I do. Do I have an ordered pair that uses a y value of 0? Yes, I do. It's -2. Do I have a y value that or an ordered pair that uses a y value of 1? Yes, I do. I super duper do, because I have multiple ordered pairs that use a y value of 1. You're back like 1.75 and you're up 1. You're back 4 and you're up 1. You're left 5 and you're up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1. I have lots of ordered pairs that I'm up 1, like a bunch of them. So then I go up to +2. Do I have ordered pairs that use a y value of 2? Yes, I do. To the left of me and to the right of me. I have a couple ordered pairs that use a y value of 2. So far there's no gaps. I use -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. There's not one spot that there's a gap in my y values that I use. So right there I'm up at 3, and I have a couple ordered pairs to the left and right of me that use a 3. Then I'm up at 4, and I have an ordered pair to the left of me that has a height of 4. Then, and I have one to the right of me too. Then I go up 5, and I have an ordered pair that has a y height of 5. And then I'm up at 6, and I have an ordered pair that has a height of 6. And then that's it. That's the highest point on my graph. So straight up, all the way from -4 straight up to 6, all of these y values are used. There are no gaps in my y values. Every single one of these y values are used in an ordered pair. In fact, some of these y values are used more than once. You may not have repeaters for your domain. There's no repeats allowed, but you can have repeats on the y value. So you see I have repeats there and I have repeats there, and that's okay. I may have ordered pairs that use the same y value. So when you move left to right on your domain, there is a gap in some of those x coordinates that you don't even use. But when you look at your range, every single one of those y values from -4 all the way up to 6, every one of those y values are used, and actually some of them are used more than once. Now, I know this isn't a great explanation because I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and it's just really difficult to explain domain and range from a graph one-sided with me not being able to communicate with you. So if you did not understand this very long and wordy explanation, then I will just have to explain it to you tomorrow. So hopefully you understood it a little bit.